Good morning and welcome to AGORACOM Small Cap Stock News. It's Wednesday, February the 12th, 2014. I'm your host, Alan Barry Labucan. I'm the Chief Market Commentator for AGORACOM. On today's show, I've got, what I do every morning is what I've done for several years now. Go through a bunch of press releases. I try to find the ones that stand out to me. And try to find some winners in there. The idea why I've done that over the years, it's helped me pick a lot of winners, and this way I save you a bunch of time, and I do all the work for you. I've got five companies to talk about today. We usually try to keep the show around 10 minutes, and with 5 companies, that shouldn't be a problem today. The first company I'm going to talk about is Barkerville Gold Mines. Barkerville Gold Mines had new drill results out from their Cow Mountain project. They had some assaying done on a group of holes. One of those holes had 2.1 meter of 160 grams per ton gold, which was fairly close to surface. Another one had 3.9 meters of 13.1 grams. Some good numbers in there. Just looking at the stock chart now, and the stock is up 4 cents today on 93,000 shares traded. That's to 61 cents a share. Just looking at the stock chart, it's been improving a lot since the lows in December. I wouldn't give it because it's on low volume here and kind of going sideways a bit. I think that's the kind of action ahead for this one. BGM is their stock symbol. They trade on the Toronto Exchange. Next up is Evrim Resources. Evrim Resources signed an agreement. It's a 5-year exploration agreement with ArcelorMittal and to explore for iron ore deposits in Mexico. This is a pretty significant deal for the company, 5 years. I think that the projects will be funded by ArcelorMittal solely. So yes, very interesting news there for Evrim. I'm just going to look at their stock today. It hasn't traded anything today. It's last at 34.5. I'm just looking at the stock chart. This one's a very patchy trader, really in need of some audience building. But I've watched this company for some time. I know the management very well, and they do some good work. So I'd like to see that company get some company or audience building to get more attention to their stock. EVM is their stock symbol. They trade on the Venture Exchange. Next up is Eagle Hill Exploration. Eagle Hill Exploration had drill results of high-grade gold mineralization along strike and at depth, and they've extended their Zone 27. One of the holes hit 11.2 grams per ton gold over 37.3 meters. This is part of the Windfall Lake Gold Project. I believe that's in Ontario. I've got to look that up, though. I think it should say somewhere it's near Val-d'Or, Quebec. So another well-known gold place to look for gold. This company has a lot of stock out, 373 million shares out. Just looking at the price, it's up a half a penny today to 9 cents on 1.5 million shares traded. Looking at the stock chart, it doesn't have a lot of daily trading range. It does trade a fair amount of stock on a daily basis. Hard to get a read on this stock trend for me right now. EAG is their stock symbol, and they trade on the Venture Exchange. Next company up is Canacol Energy. They released they did a test drill well running 1,327 barrels of per day, barrels of oil, light oil, from their Leono 2 appraisal well, which is in Colombia. There's quite a bit of details in the press release. You can find that on the company's website. I'm just looking at the stock right now. It's up 9 cents on 298,000 shares traded hands. I'm just going to pull up the stock chart here, and it's been on a very bullish trend since July. What you would call a classic bullish trend, higher highs and higher lows on a consistent basis. Not a lot of volatility in the trend. It's going up in a fairly tight and narrow trading range, which I like, on very healthy volume, trading above its 20, 50, and 100-day moving average. It's been kind of going sideways since about mid-January, but with an upwards bias, and I think that that's a good point for the base for the stock to rally from. Their stock symbol is CNE. They trade on the Toronto Exchange, and I could see myself talking about this company on our end of the week show, Best of the Best in Weekly News. I like what I see a lot in that stock chart. Next up, and the final company today is Resaas Services. Resaas Services announced that they welcomed the premier team at Remax Metro Realty. This is in Charlotte, North Carolina. They're talking about how the Remax group will be using Resaas's software and to improve their production. And that's pretty interesting news there. The stock is trading at $4.10 today. That's flat on the day. Only around 5,000 shares traded hands. This one's been on a very powerful move since December. It's not on huge volume, but big move, and then it only gave back a little bit of the gains. So that's a very bullish situation. Now, I'd like to see if they can, rally from this basing period that they've been in for the last few weeks. Will be very interesting to watch that one. RSS is their stock symbol, and they trade on the Canadian Securities Exchange. So that's all the news for today. Before closing, it's important, I want to stress that it's important for you to do your homework and speak with your financial advisors before making any investment decisions. I'd like to invite you to watch our shows Monday through Thursday for the news shows. You can find that on agoracom.com's main page. And then as each day goes by, you can also find the past ones on blog.agoracom.com, or you can also find them on my website at allenberryreports.com. On that note, you have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.